Hello, Colorado! If you're watching this, hopefully it's because you want to vote. And if you want to vote, you also have to be registered to vote. You can check if you're already registered using the link in the description. If you're not registered, or if you've moved since the last time you voted and you need to update your registration, there's a few ways you can do that. If you have a valid Colorado driver's license, there's a link in the description where you can go register online right now. But maybe you don't have one, maybe you don't drive, or you're a student from another state, you'll need to use the link below to print out a form and mail it in by October 17th if you want to vote in the November election. If you're able to register online, your deadline is a little bit later, but you still need to make sure you register online by October 31st in order to vote on November 8th. Now, once you're registered, you get to do the actual voting thing. For most people in Colorado, that means voting by mail. As long as you're registered by the deadlines I mentioned, a ballot will get mailed to your home address. There is nothing special you need to do to request it. It just shows up. You can fill that ballot out at your own pace at home, take your time to research the candidates and their ballot measures if you want to, and then mail your ballot back with enough time for it to arrive at your county clerk's office by 7 p.m. on election day. If it's your first time voting by mail, you'll also need to send in a photocopy of a form of ID. That could be a valid Colorado driver's license, passport, student ID, a current utility bill or bank statement with your name and address on it, or some less common forms. The full list will be printed on your ballot. And that's it. That is all you have to do to vote in Colorado. But hey, maybe you missed those registration deadlines, or it's election day and you forgot to mail in your ballot. Do not panic. The state of Colorado really wants you to be able to vote. If you go to govotecolorado.com, you can look up your voter services and polling location. You can show up in person with a valid ID from the list I just mentioned and register to vote in person from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on election day. You can also hand deliver your mail-in ballots to these locations if you already got it and filled it out, but didn't send it in on time, and it will be counted. And while you're on govotecolorado.com, make sure you check out a sample ballot if this last-minute voting thing has you stressed out and you want a chance to see what's on the ballot and figure out how you want to vote before you go to the polls. And remember, the poll workers at your voting location are there to help you, so don't be afraid to ask questions. There will be links to everything you need to make sure you're registered and find your voter services and polling location in the description. Thank you for voting.